where am I today?
Gonna harmonize and we're gonna shout. Gonna sing, yeah. Gonna tell you what good living's about. I'm gonna tell you, I don't know about anyone else.
So today I'm standing in front of this green pasture. And I'd say this is a green pasture if ever I saw one. Let me ask you, what might you expect to find on a green pasture like this? If you're from West Texas like I am, you may expect to find some sort of livestock grazing in the fields, whether it be sheep or goats or cows. But this green pasture, I think, is what we typically think of whenever we hear that idea. But I want to read just a second from Psalm 23. David writes, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul. He leads me in paths of righteousness for His name's sake." Whenever we hear green pastures today, I think this is what we think of. We think of this lush green field where you could put your cattle out to graze readily. But let me show you this picture. This is more of what the green pastures would look like over in Israel, in the part of the country where David lived, or I should say the part of the world where David lived. And as he raised sheep, this would be the green pastures that he would lead those sheep through. It looks very different. As you look at it, it's hard for me to just see the green grass there, and I wouldn't describe it in my mindset as green pastures at all. But around those rocks, there's little tufts of grass that you can see there that would be enough for a mouthful for a sheep to bite the grass and chew on that, and as it walked along, it would chew and swallow that grass and find another mouthful and chew and swallow and keep moving as it followed its shepherd through those green pastures, a place where the shepherd could take it to eat and have water and provide for its very needs. Whereas today, we think of these lush green pastures where if you had livestock, they could just nearly lay down in it and eat without having to move or think at all. But instead, the green pastures David speaks of are where the sheep could find enough. They had a mouthful. There was enough to carry them to the next place, to get another mouthful, enough to carry them to the next place, to get another mouthful. So I want you to think about that. Today, God gives us enough that as we go along, He provides us our daily needs. So the next time you're out and you see these lush green pastures, I want you to remember this idea that God provides for us. So thank you for joining me today for another episode of Where in the World is Dustin Jones? May God bless you today with enough. I'll see you next time.
Gonna tell you what good living's about. We're gonna sing, we're gonna shout, we're gonna sing. Let's sing,
Gonna sing,
let's sing.
yeah.